The voice of reason up in here. Yo, yo, yo. The voice of reason about to get started. Now y'all know how I get out. It's birthday time. So can I get everybody to hit the like button, hit the share button. Let's get this show trending on YouTube. Wipe it down.
Happy anniversary, KBLA! Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story. So she's driving me insane, that stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing.
Thank you, y'all. Thank you. Birthday love is real. Thank you. Thank you.
Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
Thank you for that super chat. Now let's see if we can get 30 copies of the book sold today. Let's go! I see the super chats is popping. It's Zinga.
I'm trying to make sure I do better, or not do better, or do in the future, or whatever, is how to be a man that truly leads right in a relationship. So like leads? Yeah, like lead the relationship right.
Again, I think it starts with you first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Are you leading yourself right? You can't lead nobody else if you can't lead yourself.
Right.
So how are you living? How are you taking care of yourself? What are you doing to set a certain standard in your life? So like for me, I'm a spiritual person. I'm a man of God. For a while, I wasn't even going to church. And so to me, it's like, how am I have a wife and expect my family to embrace spirituality, embrace God, and I'm not even leading myself to church?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had to get that going. I had to start getting back, physically getting back in there, not just watching it on the internet. Convenient, you know what I'm saying? But nah, you gotta be there. Like your presence needs to be there. So I think that's where it starts. One is learning how to take care of yourself, and again, I'm big on praying and talking to God and finding out what He wants you to do in your life. But then I also think, it's about learning how to lead people in general. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard to lead the same qualities it takes to lead the woman or your household. It takes to lead people in general. Are you willing to listen to them? Consider their feelings. Knowing how to express yourself effectively to an individual. These are the things that's going to allow someone to embrace your leadership in any situation. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of misconceptions about what makes a strong leader. It's not all the hard stuff and talking down on people. No, that destroys your credibility as a leader. It's knowing how to bring people to the table and make them feel comfortable and opening up and trusting your guidance. But then also as a man, create or build up your resume is what I like to say. So it's like I said earlier, you want her to believe in you, you got to give her something to believe in. So if you have not accomplished nothing in your life, expecting her to embrace your lead is going to be real tough.
Yeah.
All right? And she may embrace it at first, but after a while, she wants to see results. But when you can come to the table with what you've already accomplished in life, it doesn't mean you got to be rich or anything like that. But you show that you're a man who handles his business, who's gotten some things taken care of. Now she says, okay, you know what? This dude is serious about how he handles himself and his ability to execute. I can trust that. I can roll with that. And that's how you are able to, in my opinion, lead as a man and create a relationship to where she will embrace your leadership.
Gotcha. For me, just
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason on Birthday Tuesday is in the building. I'm ready to cook with the rarest of avocado oil. You already know I'm in my energy. I'm in my spirit right now. Tonight's topic. Oh, man, a Shevitz. It's going to be crazy. But before I get to it, yesterday was the premiere of my television show, episode 1 of The Situation Shift. Anybody who saw it, please let me know how you felt about it. I've been getting messages. People have been saying, yo, I saw the show. It was dope. It was fly. Y'all tell me what's up. Tell me if you saw it. Tell me if you enjoyed it. I want to know what your feedback is. Holler at me. The Situation Shift, and this is what's interesting. One of the executive producers told me they're not going to stream the whole season. And they're not going to replay episodes. He said what they want people to do is set a date. Monday nights, 9 p.m. That's when it airs on Our TV 78. Download the Our TV 78 app. And on Mondays at 9 p.m., you'll get a new episode of the Zoe Williams hosted Situation Shift show. And because I went back this morning to try to see the replay, and no bueno. But the new TV show is out. I'm excited. I'm happy. People are starting to pour in and give me some feedback on it. People are enjoying it. Yo, I'm excited. All right. Brother Stefan Speaks was just speaking about leadership. And tonight's topic is called Get With My Program. Brother, what plan do you have for your relationship and your woman? Do you have a plan, man? I used to tell my son when he was coming up, my oldest son, New. I would tell New, I said, son, the word man, it means to us. And I was saying to us. I said, because I'm sure Nobody's dad is saying this to them, but I'm saying it to you. I said the word man is an acronym. Manifest answers now. I said, son, you're going to have to find a way in life. Sometimes you're not going to have the answers that you need. Sometimes you find those answers by listening to people that are smarter than you. Sometimes you find those answers by going to the edge of what you think is true. Sometimes you find those answers by recontextualizing what you thought was true, by adding new information. But no doubt, son, you're going to find situations and circumstances in your life that are going to call you to upgrade what you think you know. And I was explaining to him, a lot of men want to lead their relationship by virtue of the fact that they are men. And I'm saying that's not how you lead. You got to bring something other than what's in your pocket. Now, what's in your pocket might get you in the door. Might cause the relationship to last for a little while. You got some funds, you got some resources, cool. But what is going to make that relationship valuable? I said, son, you need a philosophy. And when you create a philosophy, out of the philosophy, listen, out of the philosophy comes a program. Here's the 3 P's. But before you can have a program, and before you can have a philosophy, you must be in tune and in alignment with your purpose. The 3 P's. Purpose, philosophy, program. If you don't have it, you're wayward. You're in a space of chaos. Brothers want sisters to get with their program by virtue of the fact that they are a man. That's not enough of a program, brother. What's your philosophy on life? And if your philosophy is authored by your unhealed wounds, that's no philosophy at all. That's just a glorified defense mechanism. Get with my program. Brother, what plan do you have for your relationship and your woman? 1-800-920-1580. Brothers want sisters to follow the Bible, even though they don't go to church. I'm not saying you got to go to church. Just listen to what I'm saying. You know how people pick and choose Bible verses, and they want to just to buttress their argument. But you ain't been to church in 12 years. You ain't been to the mosque in 12 years. You ain't been to the synagogue. You ain't been to no temple. You ain't did no ritual. You ain't did nothing. But when you want to gain control over the woman, then you get biblical. You want to quote Ephesians. Submit and adapt yourself to your husband as a service to the Lord. You'd be like, that's coming from you? You don't even believe in Jesus. I've got questions. True or false? If a man works on himself and develops himself to be worthy, the woman will be his partner. If he doesn't do any internal work, she will be against him. True or false? 1-800-920-1580. Call me, call me, call me, call me. What does it mean for a woman to be 10 toes down regarding her man's plan for the relationship? What does that actually mean? Does that mean she is subservient to him? Do women even look at the plan nowadays? 1-800-920-15. Are women saying, brother, before we move any further, what's your plan for your purpose? Are they even asking those questions? But brother, if they were to ask you that question, what would be your answer, sir? 1-800-920-1580. Call me, call me, call me. What kind of man does a woman really want? Do we know this? Can it be answered? 1-800-920-1580. True or false? If a man wants to be seen as worthy and have a good relationship with a woman, he has to show a fair and balanced leadership style. She's not going to follow you just because you are a man. And some brothers, see, this is a healing session for my brothers, because brothers are disappointed in women. Oh, they don't act right. They not doing this and they not doing that, but they ain't had one day of therapy. Ain't had one day of therapy. Oh, the sister won't do this. She don't listen. She hard-headed. She want to argue. Could it be that she's reflecting what you have neglected? Oh, I know. Reflecting what you have neglected to reconcile within yourself. You got to do it, brother. You got to do the work. If you want a high-quality relationship with a high-quality woman, you must become a high-quality man. Listen. Do you know your weaknesses are the conduits to your strength? Your weakness is the conduit to your strength. But your weakness remains weak because you refuse to observe your weakness. You refuse to claim your weakness, yet you scream in accountability. You refuse to embrace your weakness. You refuse to grow your weakness up into strength. But you want a beautiful woman that will capitulate to your leadership style. You don't have a leadership style, sir. Why is every man not worthy of the submission he requires of his woman? I want to know. Y'all got to call me this evening and school me. Do you know most of your talking points for how you deal with women come from Macs and pimps and rap records? Am I stepping on somebody's toes tonight? How's she gonna get with your program, and your program is in the mouth of every $1 million rapper? In the mouths of people who destroy the body of the sister. She's supposed to follow you because you sound like Too Short. She's supposed to take your lead. I'm sorry. She's supposed to take your lead because you sound like Jay-Z. Huh? Oh, Zoe is simping for the women. No, you are a simp. If you think a woman is supposed to capitulate because of where you work, because of how much money you got. You done forgot relationship is more spiritual than it is social. It's just that we live in a spiritually poor society that aggrandizes what is in your wallet than what is in your heart. Ooh, I know. A pimp ain't no different than a corporate executive. I told you guys a couple of shows ago to look up the documentary that was done in 2003 by a Canadian film company that actually broke down what a corporation is and its effect on society at large. And what they said was a corporation moves and acts like a psychopath. Huh? That's how we act towards the sisters. And we have learned to be this way because we live in a toxic society. So what that say? Woman, you belong to me, and I can use you, I can disrespect you because I got bread. So when the women start flipping it on us and start acting masculine and aggressive and manipulative, we say something wrong with her. When I come forward, I'm going to ask you again, brothers, what is your program?
The reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason.
What up? What up? What up? Hey, listen. Today's my birthday. Now let's pick and choose what we gonna do. Either we gonna act a fool on the super chat, or 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 we gonna get some books. I need y'all to get books. It's 60 people in here. I need 60 copies. Anybody who's already bought it, I'm not talking to you. The people who haven't bought my book, I need those copies to go. I'm giving away coaching. All right? I'm giving away an hour of coaching. All right? I'm giving away an hour of my coaching. If you buy the book, The Shrouded Lighthouse. Buy The Shrouded Lighthouse, you get an hour of coaching. Once you buy it, you take a snapshot of the digital receipt, and then you email it to vor106@gmail.com. Y'all see my shirt? My daughter bought this shirt for my birthday. It's got corduroy. Look at that. Oh, what is that, velvet? Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Birthday. Aw, shit. Miss JB. Miss JB. Up in this month. So we going super chat or we buying books? Please support. Please support the channel. You know, let's see, just bought my second book of the Relationship Dismount. And you can too, the Relationship Dismount. Yes.
Live in a minute.
Live in a minute. Support. You know what? You know what's crazy? My girl been telling me I live like a bachelor. I don't even own an iron. I take everything to the cleaners. Maybe I should buy an iron. Do you think I should buy an iron? My girl just made me buy a vacuum cleaner. She was like, you need a vacuum cleaner. Third eye said, yeah, and an ironing board. So I met a lady at the lounge, this white lady. She owns a company that produces audiobooks. I haven't been able to find her. She had a weird ass card that sends you to the IG. Vibes. Vibrations. Ladies, we talking about mind power. JB, James Brown. Do you understand? Oh my goodness. My playlist is my co-host. You already know what we're talking about. I'm trying to get into the minds of the men out there. I was having a relationship roundtable this past Saturday, and we were talking about gender roles again. And I keep telling people, a healthy relationship is a balance of the social order, the communal order, and the spiritual order. And we done got too far away from the spiritual order, and now we're relying solely on the social order, and then we get upset when relationships don't last or work out. Or you find out that all this time, the relationship was pretty much meaningless. Where there is a spiritual cultivation, there is a cultivation of meaning. Most of y'all relationships don't mean nothing because all they are a safe haven for your unhealed wounds. Your wounds get to relate to others, to your significant other's wounds, but y'all haven't really met each other outside of hurt. I know you didn't want to hear it that way. I'm sorry. But it's my birthday. I get to show out today. Agree or disagree? The woman's role is to become one with the man and to adapt her life to his. God made her for that purpose. Do you agree or disagree with that? Because to me, that sounds like giving up your purpose like you would if you had a baby too soon. Oh, Lord. You know, have a baby will derail your dreams. Do you understand that? Have a baby when you ain't ready. You got to put everything to the side and now focus on this baby, on this child, if you're a good parent. Right? To me, that sounds, agree or disagree, the woman's role is to become one with the man and adapt her life to his. God made her for that purpose. No, it sounds like man made her for that purpose. That is to say, a woman doesn't have a purpose. That's what it implies to me. Somebody call in and check me if I'm wrong. How can you get a woman with purpose to get with a man with purpose and then marry those divergent purposes to where both of you guys are in a support role of each other's growth and life mission? 1-800-920-1580. The callers are going crazy. I see y'all. I'm going to get to y'all in a second, but I really got to prime this up. Does a man need a plan, a purpose, or a program for a successful relationship? I want to know from y'all. This is a non-judgmental space. You already know how I get down. Get in here. I want to hear your opinion, whether you agree or not. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, I'm going to the phone lines. What up, Nick? Where y'all at?
President and Speaker McCarthy had a productive meeting about the need to prevent a default and avoid a catastrophe.
Where y'all at, callers? Don't let Miss JB be the only one to hit that super chat. Y'all gonna get some books or y'all gonna super chat? But we gotta do something tonight. Tonight's a special night. Tonight's a special topic. Tonight's a special energy. Tonight's a special vibe. Where's my tribe? Where are the people who rock with me? Get in here and show your support. Come on. True Monger. There go one of my tribesmen. True Measy. So we got True Monger. Of course, we got Miss JB. Happy solar return. Huh? Who else we got up in here? Somebody else did it. Let me find you. Miss JB did it twice, as a matter of fact. She dropped 20, then she dropped a C note. We got Nzinga. Listen, every penny counts. We got goal-minded. Every penny counts. I need your support tonight. I just said Nzinga. I got Nzinga. Suge Mac 510. Happy birthday, big brother. Yeah. I want to thank everybody for showing their love. Everybody thank everybody. Let's do that. Black people only get books on a game of spade. Oop, did I say that? Did I say the quiet part out loud? Wow. Happy solar return, Baba. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Where we at, y'all? Where we at, y'all? Where we at? Come on. It's the time of Gemini. Let's go. Ghetto Gourmet leads the charge always. Ghetto Gourmet, JCS. Thank you, brother. Hey, the twos and fews work just like the big wads, man. All of it. If we do it together, we on point. Haru Ali. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you for the birthday wishes. And Zinga said, without looking, I know that's third eye. Twos and fews, hit the super chat. Everybody hit the like button. Don't forget the like button. Neek is the night. Happy birthday, Zoe. Thank you for all the birthday wishes, for all the love, for all the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the love, for all the support. Can I tell y'all? I ain't even gotten started over here yet. I'm over here killing. Every time they see me, they say, man, your numbers is crazy. Your numbers are crazy. But you know what I haven't said to them that I'm going to say to y'all? Y'all want to hear it? I ain't said it to them, but I'm going to say it to y'all. Do you know what I'm going to say to them? Or what I'm going to say to y'all that I haven't said to them? You want to know? Vanetta Colbert, thank you. Thank you. Let me tell you what it is. I said, I ain't even gotten started. I ain't even gotten started. I said, everybody else is bringing in celebrities, trying to keep up with me. That's how you know the difference between a star and somebody trying to stay in the relevance or whatever. They bring in celebrities because celebrities have a following. Celebrities. I ain't brought no celebrities on. I know celebrities. I ain't brought them on. You know why? Because what I say, what I think is the star. It's hard to compete with that. I wouldn't mind bringing on Jada Fire too. You stupid. I promise you. The philosophy, the perspective, the information. That's the star. Anybody trying to start a podcast, make sure what you say is the star of the show, not who you bring on. And this is no disrespect to anybody. Paparazzi, stop asking my age. What is this? A fucking job interview? Waylon Kirkland, what up? Reggie White. But you understand what I'm saying? Make sure your content is the star, not who you bring on. Yeah, it's Wyland. I'm sorry.
toss and turn, candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Four walls closing in, getting bigger. I'm paranoid, sleeping with my finger on the trigger. My memory's always stressing, I ain't living right. But I ain't going out without a fight. See, every time my eyes close, I start stepping, and blood starts coming out my nose. There's somebody watching me yet, but I don't know who it is, so I'm watching my back. I can see them when I'm deep in the covers. When I awake, I hear a car burning rubber. It goes a black man like a black suit and a cane like my own. Some might say take a chill beat, but I can't cheat, cause there's somebody trying to kill me. I'm popping in the clip when the wind blows. Every 20 seconds got me peeping out my window. Investigating the joint contracts. Checking my telephone for counts. I'm staring at the woman in the corner. It's that stuff on your mind, playing tricks on you.
Ladies, friends and family, the voice of reason, the VOR, keeps it on fire every night, and tonight is no different. Get with my program. Brother, what plan do you have for your relationship and your woman? Huh? What plan do you have for your relationship and your woman? Do you even think you need a plan? Huh? I need to know. We got callers on the line. Let's get them in here. They want to speak on tonight's topic. This is going to be interesting. Keena from Long Beach. Get up in here, LBC.
Lizzo, first and foremost, happy birthday, love.
Thank
Enjoying
you.
the topic.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, sir. I'll be discreet because, you know, my gentleman friend, he may be listening, but you're right. You're so right. That plan thing, you know, it's really essential. And all I can say is I concur with everything you're saying. And, yeah, I come in here and, you know, faulty leadership is what it is when they have no plan. So you know, you love people and you look for growth, look for, you know, what's this all about? And, you know, I had a free conversation with my little brother yesterday. He kept putting roles into gender, and I was like, no, and I had to hang up on him too. So I think this is a topic that a lot of couples need to, you know, sit down with and, you know, get to the roots and nuts and bolts of it all. And you're right. There is no plan. Well, guess what's gonna crash.
Ooh, Keena, tell the truth and shame the devil. Long Beach, California is in the building because of Keena. Listen, if you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. Agree or disagree? See, people don't want to hear this tonight, but I'm going to tell you the truth tonight. Agree or disagree? A man should bring a model for self-mastery to his relationship. Oh, ouch! A man, if he wants any level of nurturing, of sweetness, of submission, of loving kindness from his woman, he should bring a model, a blueprint, a plan for self-mastery. He should bring that to the table. See, men always talking about chopping woods and fighting bears in a modern society. When the lights go out, who gonna beat up when the bear break through the front door? Yes, you're supposed to do that too. But when everything is fine, when the lights are on, and cable is on, do you have a philosophy, a blueprint for self-mastery for your household? Leader of the household, head of household. When your woman is struggling with a life situation, can you tap in to empathy? Can you tap in to a blueprint that can help navigate her out of the situation if she so chooses to follow? Does she come to you in those moments? Agree or disagree? A man should bring a healed spirit to the proverbial relationship round table. And I'm going to add an asterisk to that question. A man should at least bring a partially healed spirit, because healing is a process that is ongoing. It's ongoing. So at the very least, the bare minimum, as some women would say, you should come to the table at least partially healed, and in the process of working on the rest. 1-800-920-1580. I want to know your thoughts. Let's get Brandy from Chicago, Illinois. Brandy, get in here and speak your truth.
Hi, good evening. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, sister.
So, am I answering the first or the second question?
You could answer whatever question rang your bell.
Okay, well, for the first question, should there be a plan? Is that what it was, right?
Yes. Should a man have a plan? Get with my program. Brother, what plan do you have for your relationship and your woman?
Right. Okay. So absolutely, I feel that there should be some form of intentions in place, not just, going about things willy-nilly. I personally don't like the term of let's just see where it goes. Let's go with the flow. You know what I mean? Like, when you're 40 and up, I'll even say 35 and up, like, nobody really has time to just go with the flow. You know what I mean? Like, you can end up wasting a lot of time that way. And it's so, I feel that if intentions are put in place, plans are put in place, then you know what you're working for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you're trying to build off of. You know what I mean? With whatever person that you're trying to be with.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other question?
It was so many. It was so many. The last two that I just asked was, agree or disagree, a man should bring a model for self-mastery to his relationship. And then the second one was, agree or disagree, a man should bring a healed spirit to the proverbial relationship round table. Or table, the proverbial relationship table.
Yes, he should have a level of healing, because there are a lot of men these days that have been through a lot of traumatic situations, whether it's childhood trauma, relationship trauma, and a lot of people are not healing properly, or if they're even healing at all. So in order for a person to have a successful, healthy relationship, there definitely has to be a high level of healing, self-examination, spiritual cleansing, just a rebuilding of oneself, you know what I mean? To be able to just move in a healthy way.
Wait, Brandy, stay with me. Stay with me, Brandy, because you cooking, and I know you got more to offer. When we come forward, we're going to take a trip back to Chicago to get Brandy's final thoughts. So Third Eye said he totally disagrees with the topic. I would say, what do you disagree with, Third Eye? Specifically. I'm open to hear it. I'm open to hear it. No, because you know me. My thing is, if you say something, I'm going to need you to qualify what you saying. And I'm a Gemini. I love good information. If you hit me upside the dome piece with a perspective, with some quality information that I didn't think about, I'm going to incorporate that, and I'm going to be thankful for that. So it's one thing to just type and say something provocative. It's another thing to back up what you say. Now, I believe Third Eye to be a very intelligent brother because he done said some real funny shit that be smart. So I would like to hear this. That let's see, that we men need to have a plan in order to have a quality woman. I believe we should. I think women are attracted to our listen. Listen to this jewel. It should be on radio. Women are attracted to our near complete plans. The more complete the plan, the more invested you are in the purpose, the more attractive you are to them. Come on, man. Come on. A wound can fuck another wound. A wound is definitely attracted to wounds. So don't get it twisted. Her chaos can fuck your chaos. She could be attracted to your chaos. But when you elevate spiritually, consciously, and in your purpose, come on, man. That was Arabia calling. Come on, Arabia. You know I used the phone to broadcast. What in the world? You know why Pookie's banging CEOs? Because CEOs are wounded. It's real simple. It's not even it's not even difficult, dog. CEO, just because you went to school and got a degree don't mean you're healed yourself. So that wounded coochie will go find Pookie. Somebody meme it. That wounded coochie will definitely go find a Pookie. Hell, wounded coochies and Pookies go together.
Coming in live, y'all.
Yep.
And I'm coming through with the clip.
Dealing with women is that women are always going to be looking for you to be a leader, for you to be that guy who's going to lead them in the right direction, to give them instructions. And what you have to understand is that you can't be fooled by women who are saying, oh, well, you're strong and independent, I don't want to listen to no man, you know, I want to be, I can lead or I can do whatever I want. You will run into women who are like this and who will say these things, and if you get fooled into thinking, oh, me and you, we're equal, we're the same, we can just do these things 50-50. No, it's not, that's not really what it is. Women want you to lead them, period, even when they say they don't. Because what happens is you're going to get into a relationship, you're going to let your woman lead, you understand? And then she's going to not like it. She's not going to feel that. Because at some point she's going to be disrespecting you. Sometimes she might disrespect you even behind your back. She'll tell her girlfriends, oh, I hate the fact that he always does this, and, I've always got to plan the stuff or whatever. But she's complaining that she wants to be in the leadership position. So you're like, damn, but she said I wanted to do this thing.
This dude is out here on the bus stop making a video. It's this kind of anecdotal craziness. See, men have been taught to think that women don't have a purpose or direction or drive without them. And that is just not true. Brandy was saying something, and I'm going to come to her in a second. She was saying something about men wasting time and going with the flow. Let me explain something to you. Every healthy relationship needs flow. You need to be able to learn how to go with the flow. You need resilience. You need to understand that all your plans, just keep in mind, all your plans may not come to fruition. So you're going to need some level of resilience and some level of flow to be able to get over those disappointments and difficult moments. But I believe what Brandy is talking about is the man who uses the high consciousness principle of going with the flow as a substitute for saying, I don't really know where I'm going in life. I don't really have a plan. I don't know what I'm doing. So let's just go with the flow. That's what Brandy might be talking about. That's what I'm getting out of it. Brandy from Chicago, get in here, wrap your thought for me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was pointing at right there. Where there's no intention set, there's no plan. Like a lot of guys, they want to date for years and don't have nothing in place. And it's like, okay, if we are trying to build a life just for ourselves, I definitely have a purpose for myself. And within my purpose, my intention is to be with someone that is aligned with my purpose. You know what I mean? So you being aligned with my purpose means you know what your purpose is, or you're working on finding out what it is, and having some kind of intention on building the kind of life and being successful in whatever way that you feel is successful for you to come about.
I love it. I love it, Brandy. Brandy, do all the women in Chicago think like you? Is this a Midwestern thought process?
Unfortunately, I feel that it's just a self-aware thought process, and also I'm a radio host for my Radio Chicago. My show is called The Honest Hours.
The Honest Hour. I love it. I love it.
Yes, it's The Honest Hours, 6 to 9 p.m. every Sunday.
I'm going to have to tap in. I'm going to have to tap in and check you out. The Honest Hour with Brandy out of Chicago. We appreciate the call.
Miss Coco.
Thank you. Miss Coco, we appreciate it. I'm going to have to tap in and check it out. I know brothers is mad in the chat room right now. And it's okay, brothers. Y'all can be mad, man. A brother in the chat room by the name of He Who Thinks said something quite profound. You know what he said? He said, you don't level up for the woman, you level up for yourself. Did that man on the bus stop that was just talking sound like he was leveling up for himself? Listen, he was saying, hey, man, the woman ain't got no choice but to follow. Listen, man. Okay, let me give you an example. There's a lot of spiritual abuse out there, too. Right? You can't pick up the Kabbalion, which is a highly spiritual book written by the Three Initiates from Yogi Publishing, right? The Kabbalion. And in the Kabbalion, it breaks down the 7 universal laws, right? Polarity, right? Cause and effect. These are the 7 universal laws. All is mind, mentalism, right? All of this is in there, right? So that polarity, that positive and negative polarity is throughout the Kabbalion, okay? So now you see the old arcane spiritual knowledge has now turned into technology. When you see the functionality of a battery is separated by positive and negative charges. The positive charge is masculine. The feminine principle is negative or neutral. It wasn't always called the negative side of the battery. It was called neutral. Why is it neutral? Because the positive side of the battery directs the current that emanates from the neutral side. So where there is no direction, the woman will remain neutral. Son, man, the direction is your purpose. No, you think you direct by virtue of your gender. Now, it's more than that, brother. So, if all of the battery, or if all of the power in a battery comes from the neutral / feminine side of the battery, brother, how can you marginalize women if they represent that side? Or, okay, if we're talking about credo mutua, right? See, this is what I mean by spiritual abuse. Brothers will try to pick and choose spiritual concepts and notions and still use white supremacist talking points, which was designed to marginalize women. And in particular, your woman, brother. Huh? Oh, y'all don't agree with that? Okay, cool. So Credo Mutua out of South Africa, a Sunusi, a Sangoma, right? Passed a couple of years ago at 90-something years, 95 years old. Sought after all over the world. White people in Hawaii bowing to him, calling him Baba. He was the one who started this whole reptilian and, David Icke and all those guys started following him because of the South African traditions that he was explaining. He said the universe is a womb, and women on this planet represent a universal womb of creation. Okay. But somehow men down here got intimidated by women and have started marginalizing women every step of the way. How is that possible, brothers? I want to hear from the brothers in the chat room. I want to hear from the brothers in the chat room to explain that to me. Well, she's not equal. She's subservient to me, and she got to bow and bend to me. Well, wait a minute, brother. There's something in you that would cause her to bow to you, but you scared of it. Oh, I see the phone lines ain't ringing right now. I see the phone lines ain't ringing right now. Who wants some smoke with me on my birthday tonight? I see the phone lines ain't ringing right now. Oh, man, listen. When I come forward, I'm going to the phone lines. I see Oakland. I see Atlanta. We got a lot of folks in the building right now. I want to talk to everybody, but y'all quiet tonight. When we come forward, the voice of reason going back to the phones.
KBLA.
Why y'all quiet, though? Have a real convo. It's easy to motherfucking super chat and not super chat, but what is that called? What y'all do chatting? I just believe in doing me, follow or don't. I just ask, don't get in my way. And that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Motherfuckers hella quiet right now, though. Gemini, what up? It's our season. What's up with the super chats? We got a nice little We got a nice little audience in here. No super chats. One person lifted the bulk of it, and we got some twos and fews crew in here, and I'm appreciative of everybody. Can we work together? Can everybody hit the super chat? Yes, women have the ability to destroy. Yes, they do. But how can they destroy you without your consent? Answer me that. If women have the power to destroy and have destroyed men, and men are still butthurt over it, does that not indicate that men have not done the work to heal? And if you haven't healed, you're going to try to strong arm the pussy. Am I lying? You're going to try to strong arm her. With your money, with your wallet, with your position, with your resources, you're going to try to strong arm it. And you telling me brothers ain't using ageism, racism, and classism? Bitch, you broke. Bitch, you ugly. Bitch, you too dark. Am I lying? Bitch, I'm a baller. Bitch, we're not using white supremacist talking points. We're not using that. Y'all motherfuckers is bullshit now. Now niggas quiet than the church mouse. Holla at your boy. What's your program, my dude?
Why can't you open up, brother? I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weakness.
Where's your program?
How do you write women so well?
So William, reason and accountability. The voice of reason.
Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be James Bond. Men lead, women follow. Well, I've got a good email success story here. And this guy, when he first started following my work, he's been following me for several years now, he recognized that he was in an unhealthy marriage and decided to leave. And so he spent a couple of years trying to implement and really learn the stuff that's in my book. And he goes through and he details how he met and seduced his current girlfriend. And what I really like about his email is he brings up about 11 different points, and he also was nice enough to share. I've talked about this many times in years past. There's a scene in the James Bond movie with Daniel Craig called Casino Royale, where he runs into this woman that he eventually seduces in the parking lot. And I won't go into too much detail because I'll get to it in a few minutes, but it's one of the few examples of a scene in a movie where everything is perfect. And so I'll reference because there's actually some guys just in the past year that have another YouTube channel that took that clip that I've talked about and go through in detail exactly what he's doing and what he's saying right. And and I'll have the link to that YouTube video in the show more comments under my video, and you'll be able to go and take a look at it yourself. But it's really informative and it's really good. So we're going to talk about obviously charm and humor and humility and a little bit of cockiness and a little bit of arrogance, and how all that mixed in together is the right way to present the alpha male energy to the world, so people follow you, and obviously women feel safe and comfortable enough around you with letting you lead things to where you want them to go. So I quote that I wrote, and I'm going to jump into his email. And the quote says, "It is natural for men to lead in all aspects of their lives, as masculinity is leadership energy. Feminine energy is submissive and nurturing energy. The word lead means to go first, to set the standards and vibe wherever they go. Strong alpha male masculine energy creates a space and the environment where women will feel safe and comfortable enough to relax and willingly submit to follow the lead of men. In order for this to happen, men must first demonstrate the right amount of charm, humor, humility, respect, and confidence that displays their worthiness and earns the respect of women. So let's go through his email. He says, Dear Corey.
This man sound crazy as hell. This is where men get caught up. This supposed to be a relationship coach. Crazy. You know what he's teaching you? He's teaching you a system. It's almost, he's teaching you a method of acting. This is how you act, right? This is how you perform in order to make her comfortable. This is why a lot of men will talk about confidence, right? You got to have confidence, brother. Listen, confidence is another word for scam. Ooh. Uh-oh. You better get the Shrouded Lighthouse where I break it down. This is why they used to call them confidence men. Scammers used to be called confidence men. So you got people out here saying, rely on your confidence. You got to build up your confidence, brother. If you got to build up your confidence, listen, you wasn't even in your manhood. Manhood is about discovery of self-knowledge. Once you come into that, you don't have to put on airs. Developing confidence is a euphemism for putting on airs. If I just act, if I play the part, I'm going to get further than I would if I was being myself. I know people don't want to hear it. I know people don't want to hear it. And the sad thing is, women fall for that all day in America. Confidence. Con. To go against. Confidence. The confidence man is what he used to be called. A trickster. Huh? Brother, what is your program? Brother, what is the philosophy you developed for yourself? In the final chapter of The Shrouded Lighthouse, we talk about self-authorship. Self-authorship is another way of talking about developing your personal philosophy for life, for your purpose, what you're here to do. If you don't know that, you should avoid relationships. Outright. Just avoid them. Because that relationship with that woman is going to expose the work you haven't done. 1-800-920-1580. The phone lines are lit. Let's get them in here. Sean, Oakland, California. Talk to me, man.
Rhoda, what an amazing show. This is maybe one of your most important shows because, when you're talking 10 toes on the ground, I mean, basically, I get that. That means in your community, that's what I think. In your community, you have 10 toes on the ground. And having a plan, of course, that is the best thing to have. But let's be, I'll do it. I'm not putting anyone else into this. If you're a parent, okay, you want to have a plan for your children, but you always want them to have a backup plan. Mm-hmm. And I can relate to this because, I was going to be a Major League Baseball player, make the Hall of Fame, blah, 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 right? What if I didn't have a backup plan? I had the backup plan, and the backup plan was to help other people get in good shape. And I'm 55, so I always have to say that because it's a lot harder nowadays to be a fitness coach and all that, but you can still do it. But I made house calls. So I had a backup plan, and I was helping the next generation of ball players, athletes, and all that get to that top-notch area. But when the whole key here is you come in with a plan, women or men, always have a backup plan,
And always be flexible if you love that person enough to make adjustments. That is the key. That is the key in baseball, is the key in basketball, it's the key in football, it's a key in sports, it's a key in life. You have to be flexible enough to make adjustments. Because guess what, people? Life ain't going to flow your way. You got to make it flow your way. So yes, but those talking about taking care of yourself is real. You've got to have your own real confidence, not a con man crap. Don't do that, okay? Be confident when it's about that action. If it's about that action and you're actually making it happen, then have that confidence. But don't go fooling some young lady into something. And young ladies, don't be buying into these fools. You can figure
Tell
it
him,
out.
Sean. Tell him. Tell him.
Yes, absolutely. Young women can figure this stuff out, man. And you guys think you're pulling one over on them, they'll pull something over on you times 100. Because I'm telling you, man, we need to just take care of ourselves, make sure that we have real confidence and real drive and real resilience where we come back from failure. Because don't be afraid to fail, people, all right? There's no perfect way to get to where you want to go. You're going to fail. Let me just tell you that right off the jump. You're going to fail. But that doesn't mean that's the end of the line. That means you just go on to the next thing. I'm going to keep working hard. I'm going to keep working my tail off to get to the next spot, okay? Because that's what life's all about. No one gives you anything, and this
Break
is
out the phone
about
call.
winning the lotto, all right? This is about making it happen. So be confident, make it real, don't be a calm person, and take care of your loved one. When you find that one person working with you on a team, keep that person close and work together and go shoot for the moon.
I love it, Sean. Sean, always. Oakland, California is in the building because of you. If you want to bring your city in the building, you know the routine. All you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. Tonight's topic is on fire. Get with my program. Brother, what plan do you have for your relationship and your woman? Do you even have a plan? We talking about it now. We got a lot to talk about on this topic. The callers are here. When we come forward, you're going to hear from them. Yeah. I wouldn't take Sean's advice to boil water. Wow. Wow. What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? Folks prefer the pretty lie versus the ugly truth. Come on. Come on. We didn't get one Shrouded Lighthouse book sale today. Not one. What up, crew? Purchase your copy of The Shrouded Lighthouse. Get a personalized message and a free coaching session with Zoe Williams, valued at $350. This is a $350 value for the price of one book. Where y'all at? I thought it was a great call with Sean, too. Oh, you crazy, I would have. Boy, them dick pill orders come in every day. Every day. Them pills, he is risen, they come in every day. Hey, Kenny, thank you for the birthday shots. Hey, man, everybody that shouted me out on my birthday today, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, my God. If we did a combo pack, I think I'm going to call Dr. Russell and say, look, man, let's set it up to where you can't get the dick pills unless you buy a book. Happy birthday to me.
Coming live in 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, sisters and brothers, your brother Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, returns to KBLA Talk 1580. Tonight's topic got him upset. Tonight's topic got them scratching their heads. Get with my program. Brother, what plan do you have for your relationship and your woman? She ain't gonna just follow you because you're a dude. You gotta be more than just a guy. And I'm talking about a particular type of woman. Yes, there are women out there that will follow the drifter. She broken herself. Brothers is in my chat giving me excuses. Well, the CEO be having sex with the pookie. That's because the CEO's sister gotta be broken somewhere in her spirit to date the pookie, unless the pookie is a master teacher of something. See, pookie is a perspective, and oftentimes we misjudge the pookie. Remember, Malcolm was a pookie. Do you understand? And sometimes women have the insight to see the master teacher in the pookie and may want to pour into the pookie to help them discover the master teacher. Sometimes. Now, and a lot of people don't understand that. See, we'll judge or misjudge the pookie by saying, oh, he's from a socioeconomically deprived area. He doesn't have the education. He doesn't have this. But he may have something that the nerd with the bow tie and no disrespect to the nation, I'm not talking about y'all, I'm talking about a nerd somebody that's just, you know, into the Western way of living and doing things, going to school and doing all of that, right? He may not have found knowledge of self. He may have found self-worth in what he does as opposed to who he is, in what he's accomplished as opposed to who he is. And sometimes the Pookie has discovered who he is. He may not have the societal trappings and accoutrement to look like, you know, somebody in corporate America. So let's not always judge the Pookie, or I should say misjudge the Pookie. They're not all Pookies. I done met some Pookie brothers that would be labeled as such that are absolute geniuses. So maybe she saw that too. It's not just cut and dry, even though there are some sisters out there that are successful according to Western standards that would mess with a gangbanger, a dope dealer. We're not letting y'all off the hook either. But brother, ask yourself a question. Instead of spending time dogging that sister and dragging that sister, ask yourself this question. Why are you attracted to her type? Why are you butthurt that she turned you down? Oh, okay, cool. All right. Maybe you fishing in the wrong pond. Huh? 1-800-920-1580. Let's get these callers in here. People want to talk. Vanetta Colbert, Atlanta, Georgia. Get in here.
Hi, Joe.
Hey.
Okay.
I'm ready.
I think all women are attracted to spiritually elevated men that know their purpose. Well, at least women who are spiritually on their path and they've done the work. But the question I have is about the man who is a so-called pookie that may be attracted to the woman that's successful and she's still in a space where she's focusing on society's template, but the pookie is more like a Malcolm X. He's like spiritually elevated. What I don't understand is how those two people even came together.
So you're oh, go ahead.
Because what you do, you usually mirror people who are somewhat like you. But I've seen situations where a guy is like a pookie and he's not in society and professional like she is, but he doesn't have a problem that she's successful like that. But she's still bringing in all of society's norms, even though she may be attracted to this pookie that's not on her same level in that way, but he's spiritually elevated. He's on his path. He's accountable and he's aware of things. What I don't understand is how those two people even got together, but I've seen situations like that.
Listen, the universe gonna put you together with the lesson you need to learn all the time. Sometimes we think just because we run in certain circles that we ain't gonna overlap. We not gonna run into somebody that we think is not in our circle. You can't meet somebody outside your spirit circle. Now listen, some people get upset when they meet a person that's outside their social circle. But I'm gonna tell you something about spirit. Spirit will put you in the right place at the right time for the right lesson. That's just how it works. You don't accidentally meet the most traumatic relationship you've ever had. There's a reason for it. And typically that reason is rooted in resolution. Something you've been running from, something they've been running from. And out of the blue, you two get together from two walks of life, different strokes, and y'all hit it off. What's that for? If relationship is a classroom, that means the bell rung and it's time for y'all to get to work.
Yeah, but is that mirroring? Are you?
That's exactly,
Is that like a mirror?
that's exactly what it is. Relationship as a mirror. A highly reflective classroom where the biofeedback you get from your partner is your personal curriculum. That's exactly what it is.
Well, it could. It seems to me like at some point that would become toxic. Well, maybe not toxic, but that wouldn't flow because I don't know. I see alignment in both people. Maybe not. They're in the same book. You know that you say like, okay, it's the same book, but they're writing their own page. So at least they're both aligning that way, where they at least know that they're spiritually connected in that kind of way. But when you have a situation where one is all the way into society, like the lady that's more professional and into society, and she's and then he's a pookie. To me, I don't see where that's aligned because he's spiritually.
So,
I mean,
Vanetta, are you
word.
even listening to my answers? Because I hear your question. You're reframing it, and I'm saying the same thing. You can be socially misaligned while at the same time being spiritually aligned. And there's a purpose for it. There's no accident to why you would meet somebody from the other side of the tracks. That's what I'm saying. Do you understand that?
Yeah, but she's not spiritually aligned. He is.
Are you talking about a specific person? A specific couple?
No, I'm talking about where the lady she doesn't know that she's on her spiritual path. She doesn't really know. She's not, because not all women are working on themselves. Some women come in toxic and they're not on their spiritual path, and they'll meet a man that may be a pookie, but he's on his spiritual path, but she's not at all. She doesn't even understand. She doesn't even understand the concept of being on her spiritual path. She's not there yet.
I understand. Yes, now you see. Yeah.
Now, okay.
So again, it's still a learning process for the both of them, right? There's still something to be had.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we appreciate you, Vanetta. Thank you, baby. Vanetta, thank you for the birthday shout outs. Atlanta is in the building because of you. Yo, we on fire tonight. I love tonight's topic. Brother, do you have a plan? Do you? Do you? Hey, Andy, real quick. You got a plan? What's your plan? Andy said, I ain't got a plan. I'm going to figure it out. Yeah. When we come forward, I'm going back to Atlanta. We got more callers. People have a lot to say on this topic. What up, what up, what up? Yo, this show flew. Is it me? Or did this show fly? Keep Pookie name out y'all mouth. Nzinga. Hey, we got 2 book orders. Make sure once you order your book, take a snapshot, a screenshot, and email it to me at VOR106@gmail.com. 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 Someone in the chat said the new Pookie is advanced. He should use his real name then. Paul. Y'all dumb as hell for that. I wonder why. Hey, we're the phone callers. Pookie is the CEO of your favorite podcast social media page. See, women will die protecting Pookie, but I have to level up. You're not leveling up for them, though. We already answered that, Third Eye. We said we left you leveling up for yourself. We already answered that, Third Eye. We didn't say you had to level up for a woman. And if you find yourself having to level up for a woman, your level was low as fuck. You should have been leveling up from day one. For you. All for you, pimp. Who else is it supposed to be for? What is the level up for? If you leveling up for somebody, you setting yourself up for disappointment. I'm doing it all for, this is for you. I did, you sound like Loki. I did it for you, Father. No, Loki. No, Loki, you done fucked up the Bifrost doing some shit that you thought I wanted, Loki. Niggas Loki in here. Father, I did it for you. Get your goofy ass out of here. Thor's my real son, nigga. You up here killing people, fucking up planets. You did that for me? It's the weakest shit you could ever do. Don't do shit for nobody. Do it for you. Do it because it is you. Father, I did it for you. No, Loki. He's old and looked at that nigga like, no, Loki. You on some bullshit. I would love for Third Eye to call in. I think we would have a wonderful and engaging and enlightening conversation. I really do. Who would like to see a conversation between me and Third Eye? I think it would be amazing.
Live in a minute.
Nick is the night. Thank you for the Cash App. Thank you for the birthday Cash App. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Make the call, bro. Father, I did it for you. I did it for you, Father. No, Lucky. No, Lucky. You on some bullshit. You destroyed the planet, Lucky. You fucked up the Bifrost, Lucky. Friends and family, my bros, my sisters, the VOR is on fire tonight. We got KPLA turned all the way up. Come on, man. It's 5/23/23. Come on, man. I'm turned up tonight. It's my B day, and we have an amazing topic. We on fire like never before. Tonight's topic, get with my program. Brother, what plan do you have for your relationship and your woman? And we're getting a lot of interesting comments in the chat, as well as the phone calls. As a matter of fact, we're going to jump to the phone lines right now. Nazarene X brought Atlanta, Georgia back in the building. Nazarene, speak on it.
Yo, what up, Unc? Happy birthday to you. First and foremost, salute. Love you, man.
Thank you,
Glad
brother.
you're here with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for staying locked into your purpose.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
No question. So, while I was on hold, just before I called, I just freestyle, jotted down some things. So I'm going to just riff and you interject whenever, right?
I got you.
But, so, start off saying, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face.
Boom.
Remember, that's what Mike Tyson said.
Yes.
Just like everybody's a gangster until they walk through a spider web. You dig? And those that plan without the help of spirit must plan again. That's an African proverb. So for me, it's about priorities, right? Priorities. Without priorities straight, what good is your plan for real? It's about priorities, principles, your personal philosophy, just like you said. Basically, what is your assignment? And going on, just saying like alignment is more important than any type of assimilation in that sense. So you don't set sail upon someone else's star. You know, you have a sense of direction, or rather like a bona fide, solidified, firm, clear, and dang near as a man, like a girthy set of goals about yourself. Like, are you actually anchored anywhere? Other than these frivolous things about external accumulation, it's about internal optimization, right? So scripturally speaking, talking about scripture earlier, and again, the topic been fired, like as always.
Thank you, brother.
No question. Just with the scripture and all, I focus on it being kingdom first and foremost, and then everything else follows. So my plan as a man is to remain receptive to thriving in life simply by relentlessly maintaining an absolutely clear line of communication with the Most High. Plain and simple. A man desires of his woman just as he desires of himself in that sense. So it's like I want you as my woman as deeply immersed within the absolute truth of yourself as possible at all times, with enthusiasm, courage, and passionate conviction to that tune. Everything else lines up if we're supposed to be linking up anyway. So when that bottom line truth of who you are and what you're about is on the move, all else follows suit. You reject the lies when they comfort you, and you embrace, embody, and accept the truth even when it hurts. It's the flow state, clarity, receptiveness to change. All that is like having your constructive impact upon life as we know it, period. You paving the way for your own personal family, like your kids, as well as those generations of others to come. We all play our own individual, unique part in this mix. So we men desire a woman who echoes the love, grace, and honesty of God and the Holy Spirit itself within our lives in all ways. Men, we should be doing the same. What we do not want are those who basically parrot all of that nonsense that comes for adversarial energies. It's just, at the end of the day, that's just what it is. Once you have become this, not just acting, not just putting on, not wearing your mask, to actually become this type of person, this human being, this work in progress, but you live in it, it always is a natural course of action that's what you are drawing in, that's what you're attracting, that's what you're drawn towards, things that are in alignment with that truth. Again, it's all about you being true to yourself. So I could just drop it right there, huh?
Man.
As far as plan setting, that's how we feel.
Bro, come on, man. You in here cooking. I was expecting you to have some more. I was like, I hope he got some more.
I got more.
Come on, brother.
Sometimes basically it goes on to just speak to it being about your foundation, building and flourishing, growing, thriving in life. You're learning. That's where you enjoy life from. Like that is basically the plan. That's the bottom line. And I even heard you speak to it, just the other accoutrement, like all the other accoutrement follow on top of that. So basically it's still, I know it might be a cliche saying out here in this woke movement type of stuff, but again, it's more about the substance. Know thyself and stay true. That's how you stay 10 toes down with your partner, with a set of principles that you will honor, period. Again, as long as you're being true to yourself, when you find someone that you connected with, that you want to build with, etc., as long as it's coming from that true space where you are in tune with yourself as a woman or as a man, everything else flows. You just remain engaged. Again, you can have a plan, but you want to remain adaptive, receptive to change, open to elevation, open to constructive input, even constructive criticism. But at the same time, you can't be so caught up on what you think is supposed to happen outside of, where you're anchored. And you just can't get lost in that sauce. Again, sometimes part of life is just about change. It's about evolution. It's about us having a plan, but the way that the Most High works in our life, He's going to bless you beyond our wildest imagination anyway. As long as we stay the course, as long as we endure, as long as we remain resilient and adamant about what we are truly representing. So the rest of that stuff, like I heard all of this pookie type stuff, I mean, just like in your book, it's all dark light. At the end of the day, somebody on the surface may be putting on as one way, but behind the scenes, like maybe the young woman in that example that our sister Vanetta just gave is like, she still hasn't quite healed from the thought process that men are only good for playing Xbox games at home, this and the third, maybe a little physical interaction, and maybe the man is like, well, that's what I'm here for anyway, so that's where they connect. Anything that's basically beyond the perception of the onlooker's eyes. Like you said, there's always a reason why people are drawn together, but these short-term goals that we set for ourselves should be in alignment with our long-term plans. You can always be forward-thinking, those type of things. So, again, not to get wrapped up in all of the temporary things, it's about the situation shift. Again, make sure you download the app, RTZ. The situation shift is out. Our uncle has been cooking, will continue to cook. God bless.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate the call. We appreciate the jewels. Atlanta back in the building. Hey, if you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. When I come forward, Zoe Williams will continue to cook because I'm about to take off the chef hat up in here. I'm about to take off the chef hat and start cooking my own meals because everybody else been cooking. I think I should get involved too. Yeah. What up, y'all? Nazarene X from the parking lot. Nothing but net. Hey, man, everybody shout out Nazarene, man. He actually lit this motherfucker up. Come on, y'all. Everybody shout it out. If you felt like he was dropping some jewels, everybody shout that brother out. Everybody show that brother some love. Everybody reach out and say, Nazarene, he did his damn thing. What is this? Velvet corduroy? Velvet corduroy t-shirt? We got 3 books sold. Can we get to 5? Can I get 2 more people to purchase the book to get a free coaching session? Can I get 2 more people to purchase the book? We got 3 books sold. Can we get 2 more to make for 5? Who's going to get the book that comes with a free coaching session? All you got to do is email me at vor106@gmail.com, your digital receipt. I will email you back and we will schedule a plan. I will give you my business line. And all you got to do after we schedule the time, you call me on the business line. This is a $350 value. And all you're paying for is the book and the shipping and handling. We need 2 copies. We need 2 copies. Can we get 2 copies? Who gonna jump in and get them?
Coming in line.
Here we go. The voice of reason, ZZ Top. Every girl crazy about a sharp dressed man. Well, let me tell you something. After your fancy clothes wear off, you better have a plan. Tonight's topic has been absolutely fierce. Get with my program. Brother, what plan do you have for your relationship and your woman? We need a devotion plan, right? Where we come together in a non-judgmental space with maybe a spiritual person, of whatever religious background. If the family is Christian, bring a pastor. If the family is Muslim, bring an imam. If a family is into the African spirituality, bring an Iyanifa or a Babalawo. But also bring a clinician into this space. Right? That's a plan. We come together bi-monthly and we sit down and we say, this is what we're struggling with. Of course, as this radio program is, it's a non-judgmental space. We come together and we sit down and we say, how do we work this out? And you have a clinical element as well as a spiritual element, and it's non-judgmental, right? And we're teaching non-judgmental communication to our children, and we're demonstrating it in front of them so they can model it. Do you hear my plan? Are you listening? Right? Oftentimes, you talk about wasting time and not having purpose and floating. Oftentimes, most relationships don't have that kind of contingency plan. Even though most people know that relationships can get problematic in terms of conflict or the lack of conflict management skills. So what about a bi-weekly check-in where we check in spiritually, we check in financially? How many times do things just catch us off guard because nobody was talking about nothing? And the reason why nobody was talking about nothing is because nobody knows how to talk. That's a plan. A man comes in and says, here's the vision for the health of our family. Bi-weekly devotionals with a spiritual element as well as a clinical element that keeps us maintained, that keeps us balanced. What about that? Right? And for the brothers out there who feel as if just because you're a man, your woman should submit, I offer you this book written by David Deida, The Way of the Superior Man, a spiritual guide to mastering the challenges of women, work, and sexual desires. And I want you to listen to this. He said, this is David Deida. He says, you must listen to your woman more as an oracle than as an advisor. What's the difference though? Many men are trying to advise when they should be listening. Many men are trying to fix when they should be empathetic. Right? Many men are trying to get her to be quiet when they should learn how to allow her to speak more, because she might not have gotten to her point. Oh, you simping. Okay. All right. This is why you running around toasted by women, mad, frustrated, fist balled up, disappointed. He says something else that's very powerful here. In the same book, The Way of the Superior Man, a spiritual guide to mastering the challenges of women, work, and sexual desires. He said, just remember that self-discipline is not self-suppression. Suppression is when you resist and fight against your desires, keeping them as buried and unexpressed as possible. Self-discipline, on the other hand, is when your highest desires rule, listen, your lesser desires. Not through resistance, but through loving action grounded in understanding and compassion. I know I'm a man, but my highest desires must rule my lower desires, my lowest desires. You want a woman to submit to you organically? You want a woman to fall into alignment with you organically? These are battles, internal battles, that you must conquer, brother. Just being a man by default is not going to get her to this point. Having money and reason. I know a sister who cheats on her husband, her and her girlfriend, they cheat on their husbands. And I don't want to put them out, because if I give up too many details. But they well taken care of women. But just him being a man and a provider, just said it wasn't enough. So do you understand what I'm saying? Brother, if you don't conquer you, she has nothing to submit to but a whiner. Look at my wallet. It's alligator skin. Look at my car. Look at my rims are 24 inches. I've got quilted leather seats in the car. Don't nobody care. You in that car by yourself. David Deida. One of the deepest feminine desires in intimacy is precisely not to have to always figure it out for her man and guide him. I don't know who's listening. I don't know who I'm slapping upside. One of the deepest feminine desires in intimacy is precisely not to have to always figure it out for him and guide him. Yes, she can do that, but she shouldn't have to always do that. Where there's a lack of self-knowledge, there will be a lack of direction. There will be a lack of vision. There will be a lack of productivity. Listen, I want y'all to hear something. We talked about the battery earlier today. This is from The Way of the Superior Man, a spiritual guide to mastering the challenges of women, work, and sexual desires. The feminine always seems chaotic and complicated from the perspective of the masculine. The next time you notice yourself trying to fix your woman so that she will no longer blank, relax and give her love by touching her and telling her that you love her when she is this way. Whatever you filled in the blank with, embrace her or wrestle with her or scream and yell for the heck of it, but make no effort to bring an end to that which pisses you off. Why not? Why is he saying not to do that? Because he doesn't want you to ever create a space where she can't be real with you. I know a lot of brothers don't understand it. Everybody trying to bring a woman to heal. That's not how it works. You want her in her divine feminine. You want her in that space. You want her comfortable around you. You don't want her intimidated by you. You cut off some of the power. Listen to what the next thing he says. The most loving women are the women who will test you the most. She wants you to be your fullest, most magnificent self. She won't settle for anything less. She knows it is true of you. She knows in your deepest heart you are free. You are Shiva. Anything less than that, she will torment. In other words, when you're not at your best, she gonna break you down. And she's not breaking you down just to break you down. She's breaking you down to build you up. Don't get deep on the corner, brother. Build and destroy. Yes, sometimes you got to destroy in order to build up. Listen, I just, start the conversation. It's up to you to finish it. Listen, this has been the birthday edition of The Voice of Reason. I've been on fire tonight. My brother, Danny Morrison, about to keep the fire lit. I appreciate y'all. I'm out till tomorrow. Deuces. My peoples, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for dropping in. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Deuces, Gemini. You know what it is.